Hello and welcome to Awaken the Truth Within with Zoey Gold. Today we're going to take a look a bit deeper at your inner self-image, your inner story, the way you perceive yourself, and how it is related to your results, how it is related to the quality of the life that you live, the experiences that you have, the manifestations that you have. And of course, if you would like to see different improvements, if you would like to create changes, transformations, and shifts, this will also be very helpful. So the question for you right now is, what do you derive your sense of identity from? And the reason why we are talking about, and you can call it different ways, you can call it your inner self-image, you can call it your identity. Basically, these are the beliefs about you, beliefs that you have about yourself, about who you are, about what you're capable of, about what you've been through, about life, about everything, about you. And these beliefs often influence the way you act, the way you feel, the way you behave, the things that you do, the way that you think, and the results that you get eventually. And of course, they also color and influence the quality of your life. So, here, an important point is there are different teachings and teachers who talk about shifting the identity, improving it, transforming it, etc., becoming the person that who you want to be, or the person that is able to achieve what you want to achieve. These things could be helpful, and we talked about it already. There are different levels of how you can look at things, how you can approach things, and how you can apply them, right? So as a first step, maybe that's an interesting idea. But when you look a little bit deeper, you will see that shifting your worldly identity, your the way you perceive yourself in the world, your human identity, your form identity, right? With another upgraded, but still this form identity, can also be very limiting. It can be challenging because you will have this inner fighting, feeling that you're lying to yourself and feeling that this is not true. Like, I've lived my life, I know what was in the past, etc., etc. I have my story, and now I'm trying to tell myself that I can be happy or wealthy or happy in the relationship, and it's not true because physical universe facts suggest it's not true, etc. So it is possible to do, but it can be challenging because you will face this inner battle of new and old. And also, even if you succeed in transforming that identity, it is also, it is upgraded, it is a bit better, but it is also limited because it is, again, based on concepts, on physical universe facts, on sense-perceived universe and reality, versus when you tap in to awaken and unleash your true identity. When you tap into the truth that is within you about you. When you can really sense, know, feel, and experience your essence, your core. When you can tap into that greatness and magnificence within you, the source energy within you, the real one, the infinite one in you. the real you. And when you do that, that is seeing the bigger picture. That is knowing the truth and being who you truly are. And from that, in order to play this beautiful game, this beautiful gift, this beautiful game of life, you can then easily choose any form identity, any worldly identity that you want, because your true self is greater and grander than anything you can choose in your mind that is based on physical universe concepts and on physical universe facts. So that is a little bit different approach. But let's take a look at what can be helpful today for you to awaken that real in you. And it is always there. And you felt it throughout your lifetime, sometimes in little glimpses. That's why you do know inside of you who you truly are. That's why it feels unpleasant when you self-condemn yourself or believe that you can't do something or be something, because deep within you, you know the truth. So it's not something that you need to create or change in you. No, it is something that you need to bring to the surface and let that light, the light of infinite, the light of consciousness, the light of awareness to shine through you. It is there. You don't need to find it. You don't need to look for it. You don't need to plan it to become someday in the future. If you do that, that is already kind of like a prerequisite for not getting there, because we don't have, we live in the constant moment of now. Future is in our head. Past is in our head. We live in the now, and you have it now. No matter how many stickers of concepts, physical universe concepts you put on top of that essence, it is there. So let's take a look at something that can be practical and helpful right now. Let's take a look at what you derive your sense of self and sense of identity from. Is this your possessions? The things that you have, different brands, the car, the place that you live, because that is not who you truly are. And if your self-image is dependent on that, then you're looking for something real in the wrong place, in the place where it cannot be found. Also, if you identify with your thoughts and you think that your thoughts and feelings are you, and you derive your sense of identity from it as well, thoughts and mind, the human mind, are your tools. Emotions are your tools for you to use them. When you align with that greatness within, with the source within you, that light within you then uses your mind to create great things, but your thoughts and your human mind, right? They're here to serve you. They are your tools. They are not you. And understanding that and observing your thoughts and thinking process and just saying, this is just the narrative. This is just the story. Okay. Another thing, the relationship with others. Do you derive your sense of identity from that as well? Because deep within each person, there is that real, there is that presence. But it can be covered with those stickers as well, data, stuff that they put on top of it, the worldly identity that sometimes can be difficult to deal with. But beneath that, there is that real. And you can sense it. If you can sense it in you. Because when you can sense that real in you, it resonates with the real within that person. If you can sense the real with you, within you, you can sense the real in everything around you. In everyone and everything. And then every interaction and encounter becomes beautiful, becomes filled with love, becomes real, becomes sacred. Remember that you are not your thoughts. You are not your feelings. You are not your story. You are not the physical universe facts that you live right now. And observe them. Bring awareness to them. Know that thoughts is just a narrative. And that narrative that comes from that human mind that brings pain, that brings suffering. But when you separate yourself from it, when you know who you are, and when you know it's just the narrative, it's just the narrative. And if you really, really, really decide and want and choose to give your attention to awakening the real within you, tapping into the truth within you, unleashing the real one, then it will be much, much easier and more natural to change beliefs, to change paradigms, to shift identity. Because you will not be trying to change one narrative with another one data with another one. You will be tapping into the knowing, the truth, the essence, the core. And from that knowing, it will be much, much, much easier and naturally to choose your thoughts, to guide them, to use the tool the way it was meant to be used. And the quality of your life will also transform, because in every present given moment of now, you will be living from that light within you, from that connection and oneness with the infinite, with that love and kindness that comes from it in any given moment of now. So I hope this was helpful. This is it for today, and I will talk to you soon. Have a great day.